Hi. So what I want to talk about is this idea that I have on making research easier, essentially. So the idea is that the app or the website would be a desktop app or a website, and it would be basically like an MS Word document, um, but with extra features, of course. So um, the AI won't do any research for you, but it will make your research process easier. So, having written multiple papers and conducting multiple experiments over the years, um, I tried to think of from a user perspective and try to solve the problem that I was facing. So, one of the things is that I find citations to be very annoying. So, when I write a sentence that I don't know where it's from, I need it to be cited because that's what a good paper would do, right? Um, but then I have to go through multiple papers just to find that one line or like that one citation, or maybe in today's world I have to go to an AI and give it that line and ask it for the sources. But shouldn't that process be automated? Like, why does a user have to go to the AI, and why doesn't the AI do it for them? So what this thing would do is this would search of facts that you're using and cite them automatically from reliable sources only. Another thing that this would do is equations. So writing equations in MS Word and LaTeX is very annoying. Um, Writing equations in LaTeX today is basically like programming in C++ or assembly today. In the world of I mean, I wouldn't say C++ is forgotten, but assembly is, right. Like, nobody codes in assembly, like that is not required. um, in the same manner, why would you write equations in LaTeX or use MS Word thing, like the MS Word thing? So what I'm proposing is something like, you just write Newton's second law and the equation shows up, and like you can search through equations. Let's say I search up Newton and the equations come up, and you can just put them over there. Very easily you can substitute the values to get the actual thing also, because that's nothing like that exists in MS Word yet. um, Additionally, so the main thing is obviously the citation thing. That's the main thing. So um, for whatever it claims or assumptions that you have, it will find the resources and cite them automatically, make a proper bibliography automatically, make a table of contents automatically, update it regularly, and do everything like that. Format the paper properly, justification and all of that. They're all small headaches that we should not be concerned with. All of that should happen, and along with that, I think there are a few more things that you could implement, I guess. um, yeah, if any statement that you have written is incorrect, or if any of the equations that you have written is inaccurate, then it will point them out, not change them automatically because there might be some context to it, but it will point them out and give sources agreeing or disagreeing with whatever statements you write. um, it can also, so if you put in your data, like in a table in the document, or connect the system to a database, um, what it would do is it would automatically make the graphs for you, and it would do regressional analyses and analyses, because there's multiple, there might be multiple analyses, and do all of that stuff. Basically all the statistics of like standard deviation, mean for each trial or each variation of the dependent variable and stuff like that. It could talk about, it could, and as you're working on the research, it could propose improvements to the experimental apparatus, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, or the technique, the experimental technique could be, um, yeah, basically stuff like that. It could give a list of possible improvements, because that's the kind of stuff you need to write about in papers sometimes. um, Future modifications and all of that as well. So what I want to create is like basically a platform for researchers to program if sorry to um, write research papers efficiently without worrying about the nitty-gritties of research itself. And in order to take this forward, I've been talking to some people about it, and some of them agree, like, the idea. Like, some of them say that it is good, some of them don't like it. One of the reasons why it has been criticized is that a lot of people believe that finding appropriate resources, or like research papers or literature texts, is the key thing to writing a good paper. And if AI does that, it's like problematic in some sense. But I don't see how that is a problem, because it's something that the AI is doing. And of course, you still have the option to go through the papers because the AI is giving you the papers. It's just that it becomes a choice instead of a necessity. And the citations are also automated, so that would also be very helpful. You don't have to go through all the papers now. Of course, you wouldn't be writing a paper on a topic if you're not an expert in it already, right? If you are, then that's already problematic. And in the world of AI, you're gonna write a not like a paper that's not top notch, anyways. So I'm not even considering that scenario. But I think for specialized researchers, this would be a very beneficial thing, because it would like help them produce stuff more efficiently, and hopefully better stuff could be. And it would make the field of research easier to get into, hopefully. um, yeah, so the goal is to solve citations, equations, and formatting in some sense, could be. I'm not sure of that. I've not thought about it in detail yet. And yeah, thanks for watching.